You're live. I'm live now? Okay. Hi, everyone. Happy Imbolc. We're actually on the eve of Imbolc, and I'm going to give you a little bit of history and knowledge about Imbolc. It's sometimes mistakenly called Candlemas, and Candlemas is actually something different and not pagan and not Wiccan or witchcraft or anything like that. So Imbolc, like many other things, if you've heard me talk about the full moon or the new moon, all those phases last for 3 days. And Imbolc often is a 3-day kind of celebration as well. So there's a lot of confusion because some people say Imbolc is on the eve of January 31st. Some people say it's the 1st of February. Some people say it's the 2nd of February. And really none of them are wrong because Imbolc is all those days. So just to give you an idea, it's a sun celebration. So when we're celebrating Sabbats, and this is one of them, this is the first one of the year, it's considered a sun celebration because what we're doing is we're paying attention to where the sun is in our world. When we do Esbats, which are moon celebrations, that's your new moon, your full moon. You can also do first quarter and last quarter moon, but that's a lot of moons. So I tend to just do the new moon and the full moon. So February 1st actually is in the Catholic Church, the feast of Saint Brigid. And Saint Brigid has a very checkered, colorful, and interesting past. And then February 2nd is also considered Groundhog Day, and that's when Candlemas happens as well. So traditionally speaking, Imbolc is at the time when the sheep are giving birth, and Imbolc actually means in the belly. So sheep are the first to give birth on a farm, generally speaking, and farmers spend many nights, with the sheep and making sure they come out healthy and helping moms that maybe are having a hard time birthing. But it's also the mark, traditionally speaking, of when milk comes in. Keeping in mind that, back in the day, you would go for a long time without milk, and so you were very, very happy when the sheep started to birth and you were able to get milk as well as the babies. And it meant there was hope for the farm. It was a very hopeful time. And the Goddess Brigit is very much a part of this celebration. In Europe, it's seen as the start of spring. Now, I know in Canada and in parts of the US and stuff, we're still buried under snow. But there is that spring hope that comes at this time of the year because, of course, Groundhog Day happens around this time. And you pray for the rainy day so that he doesn't see his shadow. And spring is closer than if he does see his shadow. So this actually marks the halfway point in winter. So we either have like 4 weeks or 5 weeks or 6 weeks of winter to go. So we're halfway through. The sun is actually staying with us a lot longer. So in December, remember those dark December nights, and we celebrated Yule because that was the turning point of when we're going to start to see more sun. The days were going to start getting longer and the nights were going to get shorter. So since December up until today, we actually get 40 more minutes of sun than we did in December. So the sun is moving, which is great. And this celebration is an excellent time to bless and recharge your ritual items, your altar items. It's a time to let go of broken items. Maybe your chalice is broken and it's time to let it go. Maybe I usually clean out my candle drawer. And, if there's broken candles that I've been hanging on to or whatever, I tend to toss them because it's like, why am I hanging on to these? And you can bless your candles and you can bless any new tools that you bring in for the year. It's also a great time to bless the seeds because in Canada, again, we're not in spring, we're not planting anything just yet, but we do have our seed catalogs and maybe we have some garden plans. We want to plant some tomatoes and beans or whatever this year, and we can start thinking about that and blessing those plants and those seeds and whatnot and getting them started. Many animals do give birth in the spring, sheep being one of the first of them, outside of the bears. The bears actually give birth first because the bears give birth while they're hibernating. So when people are out tagging, the people that tag the animals to keep track of them, they actually tag them while they're in hibernation. One, because they are dopey and don't really know who you are and don't really care, but also they can tag babies at that point because they know that the babies will have been born and the mother bear will be in hibernation. She won't be as fierce as she is when she's awake. So yeah, the bears have it right. They do labor right. They do it while they're sleeping. You wake up and there's some babies there. It's great. So cows also give birth in the spring. And of course, cow milk was always a good thing to have in the house. And then of the wild animals outside of bears, the squirrels, foxes, and badgers tend to give birth at the early part of the spring as well. So during one of the Imbolc days, it's great to get out your athame, your ritual knife or dagger, and cut away all the negative energies, because this is a ritual of cleansing, of starting fresh. This is also the time of many New Years, like the Mayans. This was the start of their New Year. It's also the start of the Chinese New Year. It's the year of the tiger this year. So that's, to me, sounds like a good year to be in. So any negative energies around you, your loved ones, your friends, you can just take your athame and cut them away. And you do this in a ritual kind of way with yourself, with your friends, your family, your circle sisters, if you have some circle sisters. You can get your ritual broom out and sweep away any built up anger, regret, bitterness, heartbreak, resentment, frustration. Boy, I was on a roll here. Fears or jealousy, and sweep them all out your front door and let them, just float away. So it's a great time to let go of a lot of emotional energy, toxic, negative energy that you maybe been hanging on to. Cleanse and bless the bells at your front door. So I have bells on my doors. I even have bells on my parlor doors here, but I also have bells at home. And I know it sometimes drives my husband crazy, but I like having bells. It means every time someone opens or closes your door, a little cleansing is happening, because bells are very cleansing. So it's a great time for you to charge and bless them so that they have a whole new year to kind of keep your house clean. And also, any herb bundles that you hang above the door. Some people do rosemary and other things, that sort of thing. So it's a great time to kind of refresh that, maybe get some newer rosemary, because maybe that one's spent, that's at your door. So there is no specific deities for most Sabbats, except for the only exceptions, because there's always exceptions, is for Lugnasa, which is the god Lugh, and then Imbolc is Brigid, right? Now, part of the reason why it's Saint Brigid's day is the goddess Brigit has had many faces, and she was a very important, prominent goddess for the Celtic people. And when the Catholic Church hit the Celtic shores, especially the shores of Ireland, they could not get the people to leave Goddess Brigit out of any ceremony. So they canonized her and made her a saint. And Saint Brigid was the goddess until about 300 years after they canonized her. And then there was really a nun that was named Brigid. And they said, no, yeah, she's the real one. That's who we're attaching Saint Brigid to. So she was canonized, and the church claimed that that's who their Brigid was. And she was, I believe, one of the superior mothers at a convent for a long, long time. So Brigid also is very prominent in the voodoo and hoodoo spirituality, and she's called Mama Brigit in that spiritual path. Goddess Brigit is connected to community. Saint Brigid is about healing, and Mama Brigit, she's about justice. So she, deals out the karma and whatnot. And that's the reason why the Catholic Church made February the 1st Saint Brigid's Day, because they wanted to hit right in the middle of Imbolc. Since they were having these celebrations anyways, let's make it about a saint. So Candlemas, because you'll see there's a lot of things on Pinterest that say Imbolc Candlemas, and they're actually two different things. So it actually is a Christian holiday, and it began in Greece in about the 4th century, and then adopted by the Catholic Church in the 7th century. And it is celebrated by purification rituals and actually the blessing of candles. So this is the time of year for Candlemas when they would bless the church's year supply of candles. And also this was an important time to go to confession, to do purification kind of rituals, atonement for your sins, and that kind of thing. So that's what Candlemas is kind of about. The goddess, the Great Mother, in the form of the maiden, and that's the form she's taking right now in Imbolc. She's come from being a mother, and now she's back in her maiden stage. And the god, because the goddess gives birth to the sun at Christmas, again, another adopted pagan thing. So the god right now is a young boy, and his power is growing, and it gets the most powerful when he hits spring and Beltane are his two most powerful times when the days get longer. So there's also Groundhog Day, as we know, February 2nd, but there's actually a story of the old woman, Caoleach. I think I'm saying that right, Caoleach. So Caoleach is an old woman, and this is an older story than the groundhog, but she lives in a cottage on the edge of the woods, and she is no ordinary old woman. She has a great power. She can make winter last greater lengths, or she can shorten the winter season. If she is wanting a longer winter, she will make the days of Imbolc bright and sunny, so she can step out of her cottage and gather plenty of firewood to keep her fires going. The hearth in her house will be nice and warm to last all winter long. However, if she happens to have fallen asleep, then she has not had the chance to work her weather magic to make it nice and bright and sunny. And Imbolc will have foul weather on that day, or on the days of Imbolc. If it's foul weather, it means the old woman cannot gather her firewood because she has fallen asleep. Her wood will soon be run out, and she will end winter sooner so that she can get back out and get her wood again. So that's an older story than the Groundhog Day of how they would measure spring when spring was coming. So I'm going to get some smudge going so that we can smudge. If you have smudge of your own, feel free to light yours up too. Now I'm going to light this bigger one so it creates a little bit more smoke for you, everybody. And when I get it going, what you're going to do is you're just going to kind of take the energy of the smudge in and cleanse yourself. I've got sage, white sage here. It's very cleansing. And you can kind of just go like this. Even though the smoke isn't here, or the smudge isn't here, it's a good idea to just energetically smudge yourself. And I'm going to put this a little closer so that you can enjoy the smudge. And I send the smudge to you to help cleanse your space, help cleanse yourself, help cleanse your aura, and anything else that needs some cleansing in your life. And anytime you come in for any kind of soul healing session, happiness session, a tarot session, you can always ask for a smudge. I always give it to anybody that wants it for free.
Me all the time.
Sarah pretty much every week. And there's nothing more grounding than smudging, right?
It's
like
true.
Even when I do it for someone, I feel more grounded doing it. It's awesome. And I just love the smell of smudge, whether it's cedar, whether it's sage, sweetgrass, or tobacco. It all smells really great. So we're going to cast the circle now. So we're going to start in the north for this one. Most rituals we start in the east, but because we're talking about the halfway point and hopefully the ending of winter soon, we're going to start in the north where winter is. And I cast the circle 3 times around. Within the circle, only love and power and transformation. With the blessings of Goddess Brigit tonight, I cast this circle and create a magical space. So mote it be. And now, if you can, turn to the north, figure out which your directions are. Not a big deal if you're facing south accidentally. All is forgiven. So don't be too afraid of facing the wrong direction. But again, we're going to start in the north. Spirits of bone and earth, we call you to attend our rites tonight from your watchtowers as guardians of the northern door. Spirits of change in the east and of change and breath, we call on you to attend this circle, to bear witness to our rites from your watchtowers as the guardians of the east door. And now for the south. Spirits of passion and flame, we call on you to attend this circle, bear witness to our rites from your watchtowers as guardians of the south door. And now for the west. Spirits of womb and rain, we call on you to attend this circle, bear witness to our rites from your watchtowers as the guardians of the west door. And now for center. Goddess of fire, keeper of flame, bless us as we call your name, Goddess Brigit. And now for above. Grandmother Moon, on this night, you are new too. We invite you to join us in our Imbolc rites. And now for below. Mother Earth, great mother of below, who bears witness as we grow. We invite you to join us at these Imbolc rites. The circle is cast as above, so below. We are now in sacred space. So I'm going to be calling on Goddess Brigit now. Goddess Brigit, be with us tonight as we welcome the growing light. May this turn of the wheel bring love and understanding to our lives, and may we reciprocate those feelings to those around us. May the world awaken with your returning presence and take its first steps towards spring. Bless us this night of Imbolc. Hail and welcome. Now we're going to light our Brigit candle. And I'm going to light our Goddess candle too, to join all the other candles that we're going to light for everybody else tonight. We light this candle to bring forth the power of the Goddess Brigit. As the heat of the sun shall soon melt away the snow and death that surrounded this earth, we ask that the heat from this candle melt away the obstacles that keep us from obtaining all that we wish for in our lives. Let us be happy, healthy, wealthy, loved, and giving of our own love and understanding. Bestow your blessings upon us so that we might share them with those we care for. So mote it be. And now we're going to light the candles for those that made donations. And this candle will either, if you're local, you're going to pick it up. If you're out of town, it will be mailed to you with your pack of crystals and a self-care card. Oh, and a coin. One of the coins that we're going to use tonight in the ritual. So that's part of the cauldron work that we're going to do. And this is for anyone who's made a donation tonight. You can do that as usual through PayPal or e-transfer to heapofabundance@gmail.com. Just please let Sarah know in the comments if you are going to make a donation. I still have 4 packs that I can include. I have lots of candles, so at the minimum you'll get a candle, but the big pack, like I only have so many crystals, so I have 4 more that will include the crystal pack in it, if you want that. And what's beautiful about these candles is I've blessed them and anointed them, and what I've done is I've started from the middle and worked out for all the blessing that I did. And what that does, when you start in the middle and work out, press out here, it's ridding you of anything that's not serving you, of any toxic things, situations, negative energy, that sort of thing. It helps to clean your aura. And then I will burn this tonight for you, and it will join in everybody else's candle. And there's power and strength in numbers. Just like they say, when you pray in groups, it's a stronger prayer. Well, when you do these rituals in groups, it's a stronger ritual. And then you get the rest of that ritual candle to work on your own, knowing that the power of everyone who's gathered here tonight, including myself and Sarah, that your candle's a little extra charged. So what I want to do is, I've lit the goddess candle, and we invoke and call on the Goddess Brigit, she who has never left us. Come to see us that we might understand your mysteries. Rise up and fill us with your light. Be here with us on this sacred eve of Imbolc. Hail, Brigit, fair from the Celtic shore. Allow us to pass through your door to the world of enchantment and magic fair. For it is you we adore with both grace and care. Come by leaf, bud, and by branch and bough, goddess of healing, magic, wells, and plough. Be with us in this most holy and sacred space, for it is you, fair Brigit, that we seek to embrace. Hail, Brigit, blessed be. So what I'm going to do is I want you to take a moment, and I want you to place an intention in your mind, firmly in your mind, something either you want to rid yourself of, and something you'd like to gain as well, while I snip some of these wicks for us. So we have 5 people on the list, and I'm going to get you your candle, Sarah.
Oh, then that makes 6.
Okay. Here's your candle.
Thank you.
And so put your intentions in your mind, and this will come into your candle as well. So this intention is at the center of your candle, and you can work that intention whichever way you want once you get your ritual candle after we start it for you tonight. All right, here we go. These are not the sharpest scissors, that's all I gotta say. 4, 5, 6. Oh, and myself too. I need a candle. And if you can't think of a specific intention, just think of blessings coming in for you from the Goddess Brigit and allowing those obstacles that maybe are seen or unseen to dissipate and go away. So, I'll light the first candle. Sarah Wynn first, right?
Yes.
All right, Sarah Wynn, this is for you. And I'm going to place the candle in here. Now, this is a really easy candle holder if you need one, especially for these little candles. Just get a container, and I don't know if you can see it. Oops, my bad. And put a little salt in it. So not only are you doing an easy candle holder, but it's also a very protected candle holder because nothing's more protectful than salt. So Sarah, and who's next after Sarah?
Lori.
Lori. Lori. So glad you could be here, Lori. Put your candle here. And who's next?
Julia.
Julia. All right, Julia. Oh, those flames all played when I said Julia. And who's after Julia?
Sharon.
Sharon. Okay, Sharon, here's your candle. And Sarah, oh, I've got extra candle here. Okay, that's okay. If you do yours, stick it right there. And once we can start to get together again, I might also do this kind of thing online, but also with people present, so you can participate.
And then we have Amy as well.
Amy, okay, Amy. There we go. I had my intention of me in there, so I want to be fair to Amy. I don't want to switch it midway. So Amy, awesome. And Amy's going to go right in the middle here. There we go. So you go to the dollar store, get a loaf pan and a couple of boxes of salt, and you got an altar. So all your candles are burning tonight on this altar with us, and our intentions are helping your intentions, and your intentions are helping our intentions. Now what I want you to do is either stare at the candle through the phone, and if you don't have a specific candle, look at this flame. If you have one at home, I did list what people needed if they wanted to participate at home. You stare into the flame of your candle, and I want you to say, and I'm going to say it first, and then Sarah's going to repeat it. And that's what I want you to do, is repeat it. So candle bright, burning fire, within you my desire. Now listen to the words I speak, and clear a path to what I seek. Let my wishes all come true as they burn on this Brigit's night. So mote it be. Blessed be. There we go. So we'll let these keep burning. And like I said, you'll get the candle either through mail. Let us know, either private message me or leave it in the comments, whether you want it mailed or whether you're local and can come pick it up, because I know the mail rates have gone up.
Have they?
Yeah, I just sent out an Etsy package and I was like, how much was that postage? Oh dear. Everything's going up. Now, we're going to do some cauldron work, but this time we're not doing fire, we're not burning charcoal or anything like that. We've got water in here. So this is acting as our well. And Saint Brigid is a goddess of the wells as well. So what I've got here is some moon water that I've conjured up. And my moon water has a very special ingredient. So it's very powerful, and thus the reason a lot of people want to purchase it from me. I also have some snow that melted in here earlier. I went out this afternoon and got it. So it's got water in there. If you have a cauldron, or even if you have a bowl of any kind, you can put a little bit of water in there and you can get a coin. So we're going to get some coins. So this first one, we're going to go through the same thing with the candles. But what I want you to do is I want you to really hold the coin, if you've got one in your presence, and really, put some energy in there, warm it up. And what it will do is it will make it so your wallet is never empty. So that's the reason you're going to get this mailed to you. You can use any coin you want, pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters, whatever you want, loonies and toonies as well if you like. So I'm going to put a little more goddess water in here. And this is a special goddess water bottle that I got from Mystic Summertime Creations. I don't want to spray it, I want to actually pour it. So, for luck, light, and prosperity, magical, holy, and divine, you are worthy. You need to be in that worthy energy. Receive these blessings and carry them with you throughout the year. And there we go. So now the water is all set. And I'm going to bless this all together. Goddess Brigit, may your love wash over us this night. Blessed be my feet, which have brought me to this circle. Blessed be my sacral chakra, which brings me closer to your mysteries. Blessed be my heart, which shall always be true and open to love and healing. Blessed be my lips, which speak your goddess name, and that I will always speak truth with kindness. Blessed be my eyes, that I may see your beauty, and through your beauty that we may see our own beauties. May we find beauty in every soul that crosses our path. Blessed be our ears, which have heard your call. May your ears listen with understanding, love, and compassion. Blessed be our soul, that we may understand the oneness, to know how precious and worthy our soul is of love. May we ever be blessed. So tonight we wash away all the pain and heartache of the past year, so that we may start the spring born anew. We are like the earth, reborn yet again in the closing days of winter and the tender opening of spring. We rid ourselves and our lives of these things, and may they not trouble us again. So mote it be. Now take your coin, and like I said, you've been holding it and rubbing it, and when you're ready to receive what you desire, put the coin in the well, just like you're making a wish. So may Sarah's wishes come true. And Julia? Lori. May Lori's wishes come true. Then Julia, right?
And Julia.
May Julia's wishes come true. Sharon. May Sharon's wishes come true. And then Amy.
Mm-hmm.
May Amy's wishes come true. And then, let me see. Here, I'll give you that. And say, may my wishes come true.
May my wishes come true.
Here we go. May my wishes come true. And then we'll put the lid on that and let them sit for the evening. And then you'll get that coin in your packet, and it will bring you blessings. Like I said, your wallet will never be empty. Don't spend it by accident, so set it aside in a special spot within your wallet, or sometimes I'll wrap a coin in tin foil. Actually, I was just cleaning out an old purse, and I'd made a grizz bag with coin in it, and it helped to keep that purse wealthy and full of money. Did a good job of that. So then I took the grizz bag and I gave it to somebody that was on the street, because I was finished with the coin, so I needed to pass it on. Well, with the coins, there was coins in there. I don't know how much was in there. I didn't open it. But he also got crystals. I'm pretty sure there were crystals in there too. So let me see what else. Oh, one thing I did want to mention is I still have my book for sale. Well, obviously I do, but if anyone is interested in my book and would like to purchase it, I have copies still here in the parlor. Someone has asked me if they're going to be at the Purple Door, and I hadn't thought about that, but I would like to do that, absolutely. And then I have a book signing coming up February 22nd out in Gananoque. I've posted it on my page and in my group, and there's an Eventbrite link for tickets. So you can buy the tickets and you'll get a book with your ticket, or you can buy the book and then I put you on the guest list to come to the book signing if you want to come, because I won't just be the only author there, because I'm a contributing author. There'll be other authors there as well. Now I'm getting this out because I'm very excited about it. So this is a tarot deck that I got, and it's the Macabre Tarot. It's lovely. I just did a review of this deck. So what this deck is going to allow me to do is it's going to, I'm going to start offering shadow work tarot readings, because this is definitely a dark deck, but it's not negative dark, it's shadow work dark. So I'm really enjoying this deck. So I want to start offering shadow work readings, and I'm going to give 10 of them away for free. The only thing you have to do is comment on the video when it hits tomorrow. Say anything you want. You just say, hi Rhonda if you want, or hi Lady Rose, or whatever you want to do. But let me know what you think of the tarot deck as well. I'd love to hear your opinion. If you have a tarot deck you want reviewed, let me know that in the comments as well. And then I will put your name into a draw. And like I said, I'm looking for 10 people to get a shadow work reading, and it's absolutely free because I'm going to be using the book. It's a brand new deck for me, so I need to work it in and practice it. So I'll be putting up the link tomorrow on my Facebook page and on the group page as well. Sarah will make sure that I do it all right. And go and watch the movie and leave a movie. Go and watch the video. I sound like I'm releasing a movie in the theater. Go and watch the video, leave a comment, and then your name will be entered into a draw. If your name isn't the same as what your actual name is, let me know who you are so I know when I can when I do the draw who you are, kind of thing. And if less than 10 people comment, every one of you that commented will get a free reading. And normally this reading will be going for $77 once I do start charging for it. But like I said, I need some practice. I'm looking for 10 people that want a free reading, and that's all you got to do is do that. So if there's 20 of you that make comments, then half of you are going to win a free reading. Specifically with this deck, not just any tarot reading. So yeah, anything else we want to talk about? Any comments coming in?
Oh, let me look.
Sarah won't let me look at the comments.
Nope, you're not allowed. Sarah Wynn's laughing at you saying womb water.
Yeah, a little slip of the tongue there.
She says that's awesome. Thank you.
Okay, awesome. Yay.
Do you guys have any questions for Lady Rose?
Yeah.
For tonight?
Any questions about Imbolc? Any questions about magic, circles, whatever?
I have to say, I'm really loving that singing bowl that you have.
Isn't it nice? This is a new singing bowl. And I will use it if you want me to. This is, I believe it's the blue one because they're very expensive. So I'm only buying them one chakra at a time. And I picked the throat one. So this is about our throat. So it does, as you heard, ding. When I ding it, it dings for a while. But I'll get it singing for you so you can kind of get an idea of. Hang on, I got to get at a better angle for me so I'm not reaching. Hang on. Now she doesn't want to sing. There we go.
She's loud.
She's loud.
She's loud.
So this one opens your throat chakra. You'll notice I haven't lost my voice tonight. So if you come in for any kind of appointment and you want your throat chakra to be cleared or opened or anything like that, I can definitely do that with this. And like I said, I'll be buying them a chakra at a time. So I'll let you know when the next chakra comes in because I got to save up, and this is part of what your donations help to purchase, and so that I can do these things for you and help you have a better life, have your best life, in fact. Yeah.
Sarah wants more info about Brigit Cross and oatcakes.
Oh, okay, Brigit Cross, yes. So the Brigit Cross is done. I'm actually getting actual reeds in because it's, that's traditionally you would do it with the reeds, and it's actually done as a protection thing. Now the Catholic Church did put its own spin on it, and it's a cross, and it's, about Jesus and all that kind of stuff, but really it's originally about the weaving of the reeds, and it's kind of like a prayer that you're kind of saying while you're weaving, because you kind of have to pay attention and be mindful while you're doing that. And what you're doing is you're kind of talking to Goddess Brigit and asking her to protect your home and protect your family and keep negativity away from it. And then once you do the Brigit Cross, you hang it by your door. So that was the main use of the Brigit Cross. Now there's other things that they did with reeds or dried hay or corn husks, that sort of thing. So another thing is a lot of times it's back in Mabon, you make, which is fall equinox, you make a corn husk doll, because of course the corn's all been harvested and now you have these dried corn husks. And it's almost like a puppet, but it's a more positive, it's not stick needles in puppet, but it can act, you can put it on your altars to bring in abundance and things like that. But then you can get it back out at Imbolc. And you, what was traditional is you would either put it by the hearth and then burn it to start a new year, or you would go house to house, and they used to have like these little cradle things, and you would put Brigit, the corn husk doll in the Brigit's cradle, and that would bring fertility, because Brigit's also about fertility, because of course she's about abundance and cleansing and all these kind of things too. So fertility for the year, like whether it's fertility of, if you're on a farm, lots of animals coming in, lots of plants coming in, but also actual fertility. She's a goddess you can work with if you want to get pregnant, or if you want to give birth to something, like maybe you're writing a book, or you're going through a creative process and you want to create this beautiful thing, whatever it might be. And anyone who's an artist or a creator or anything like that knows that the creative process is very close to the birthing process. So yeah, it's all the same kind of energy. And sometimes there was also, like, you would put reeds right by the fire, just so that on Imbolc, and then you would burn them after Imbolc to bring in blessings and abundance and that sort of thing. Now with the oat cakes, so the oat cakes were used because a lot of times you were getting to the bottom of your barrel, so to speak, as far as food goes, and oats and grains were some of the last, because they're the first harvest, but they're also a lot of the times the last thing that you're using to create these simple kind of breads and pancakes and things like that. Because this time of year was especially dangerous, because you were getting low on your food storage and you only had so much left, but new stuff hadn't yet start growing. So this was the time when starvation happened the most, because your food just wasn't maybe enough, maybe you hadn't stored enough, maybe it was a bad crop and it just didn't get enough, and now you're waiting desperately for the new crops to kind of start growing. And then you get your peas and your strawberries are some of the first kind of things that you get. So the oat cakes were created or made as a celebration, sort of we're thankful for what we have, we hope that there's more. And oat often is used in spells for abundance, and it's used in kitchen witchery for, you can make little spell bottles, and oats and rice are two things that are very common in those bottles to always make it so your cupboards are never full, kind of like the coins make it so your wallets are never full. Well, these spice bottles that you would make up were kind of so that your cupboards would never be empty. I mean, not full. So they'd always be full and never empty, is what I'm trying to say. There we go. Anything else?
Let's take a look. Sheena is curious about the choice of crystals.
The choice of crystals. Oh yeah, I guess I didn't go through that. So a lot of the color that's involved with Imbolc is white, because it's about cleaning out the new. And this is a really good energy to kind of, if there's anything you want to organize. Like, I know Imbolc was coming soon because, as Sarah saw tonight, I have flipped the whole parlor around. It's all, different. And I've organized everything. I was cleaning out cupboards. I know where things are now. And it's not just, I'll stuff it in here and then I'll forget about it. So these crystals help get that energy going. So we've got a clear calcite here. So this is about, bringing in that purification, that cleansing out, that letting go, that sort of thing. And then we've got, is this the bloodstone? Yeah, this is the bloodstone. So this is about having courage, determination, because again, we're at the end, or we're almost at the end of winter, right? Scary time of year. This is the time when you could starve back in the day. So this would give you that courage and grit and determination, but also it's bloodstone, and blood is very much a feminine element because we're born in blood, we bleed as women. Our whole lives are about blood. Whether we're becoming a woman and starting to bleed while we're women, are we bleeding? If we stop bleeding, it usually means we're pregnant, and then we're giving birth in blood, and then at menopause, again, we're stopping bleeding, but it's a whole thing. Women are in blood all our lives. We're always talking about blood, so I don't know why it went into the closet. It shouldn't have. I'm glad it's coming out. And then we have amethyst here, and amethyst is about the increase of the psychic abilities. I know there's a lot of other stuff about amethyst, but I can't remember it now for some reason. But then I know you will know, Sheena, because you know about this stuff. And then we've got moonstone. So those are the 4 crystals you'll receive in your Imbolc pack. And the moonstone, well, it's about the moon, and what's more womanly and feminine than the moon. And right now, Grandmother Moon is in a new moon phase, just like, you know, Imbolc is all about starting a new year. This is actually the time when I feel like it is a new year, as opposed to January 1st. I never feel like it's a new year then. So I've never really made resolutions or anything like that, and I don't really believe in them. But I do like to embrace the 1st of February, kind of like I need a running start at New Year. And this is when I sort of hunker down and figure out what my plans for the year are. I clean out cupboards and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, those are the crystals.
Julia Ann says, let's make some dolls.
Let's make some dolls. Okay.
We should do that.
Yeah. So at Maybon, we can make some dolls. Let's do that. We'll get some plans going.
Sarah says bloodstone detoxification.
Oh, okay.
Sheena says amethyst brings peace and calm.
Nice, nice.
And amethyst is February's birthstone, says Amy.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, see? All kinds of things for these crystals. I don't claim to be a crystal expert. This is actually, you know, the witches, as a witch, you learn different disciplines. Candles and fire magic are always the first. I'm an Aries, so candles and fire just came naturally to me. I've always been the fire starter in my family as well. And I don't mean like because I'm starting fires by accident. I'm actually very careful. I never set our house on fire. My sister did. That was quite an adventure. Luckily it didn't burn too badly, but there was some damage done. Anyways, yeah, so crystals is another discipline that you learn, and this crystals are the last discipline, one that I've avoided for a while. I'm not sure why. Now I love crystals, so I'm getting to know them, but I have not spent years studying them or anything like that. Like I have other areas and disciplines within the field of magic. Any other questions? Otherwise we might close the circle.
No other questions.
Okay. Well, not close it, open it actually. So we're going to open the circle, and then we'll put these candles out after the circle's kind of been released. And what that will do is release the magic into the air, and then I'll leave them to cool off, and I'll be mailing them out, or you can come by this week for these candles and these crystals. So Goddess Brigit, let me see. Where are we? Take care and hold it, rub it. Oh, okay. All right, so we start with Grandmother Moon. Again, we'll start there. Grandmother Moon, hail and farewell. In gratitude, we appreciate your blessings and presence. Mother Earth below our feet, in gratitude, we truly appreciate your blessings and presence in our sacred space. Hail and farewell. Goddess Brigit, thank you for being a part of our Imbolc circle. May your blessings grow alongside the waxing days, and may we be free of that which keeps us from our happiness. Walk with each of us, sharing your power, wisdom, and grace. And now we'll be releasing the directions. We'll start in the west. Spirits of womb and rain, we call upon you to attend these rites, or we call upon to thank you for attending these rites, and for your presence, we thank you. Hail and farewell. Now for the south. Spirits of passion and flame, we have called upon you to attend these rites tonight, and for your presence we thank you. Hail and farewell. And now for the east. Spirits of change and breath, we called upon you tonight to attend these rites, and for your presence we thank you. Hail and farewell. And lastly for the north. Spirits of bone and earth, we called upon you to attend these rites tonight, and for your presence we thank you. Hail and farewell. The circle is now open but never broken. The magic is released. Thank you so much for being here and joining in these ceremonies. I hope you will join us again for the next one. I believe it will be the spring equinox. Otherwise, we're back next Monday for our regular Mystic Mondays. I look forward to connecting with you, and reach out if you need any of my services. I'd love to see you. Take care. Bye.